Alrighty, here we go with episode 6, and for once, I'm convinced we're in the very first frame because this is I recorded both episodes back to back, so this took us straight into it. So, we're going on one. 3, 2, 1. Love how the Mount Rushmore is just kind of like overpowering the whole place, right? Probably not the same people, is it? No, he seems to recognize him. Nope. Oh. It has been 3 years, dude. It looks like their food's pretty cheap. Unless 75 means $75, right? That's not cheap. I assume it means 75 cents. Hey, man. Now we're talking. For real? That can't be good. Oh, this sumbitch. Yeah, where is she? I guess she bounced. Yeah, but I ain't trying to pay for her. she went to her own place. Look, I'm not buying her shit unless it's an official date. Just saying, man. What do you mean? I thought he turned you down. Shit. So, what's the fallout, literally and figuratively? They're gonna cliffhang with the credit, aren't they? The opening credit song. What a dick. Probably shouldn't look in the eye of the explosion. I don't know if it's as bad as looking into a nuclear explosion, which will blind you, but I bet it's pretty bad. The instinct is to look too. I was always afraid of that because I grew up in the Cold War where we thought we would be nuked, and so I was like trying to train myself not if I ever hear the explosion or see a bright light, not to look towards it because I'd be blinded. I was always afraid of that as a kid. That was the worst part about a nuclear bomb. That's what he did, man. Oh shit! It was Guard did it. I thought he did it. Yeah, because they showed him do something, man. I swear I saw him do something with his hand. Good shit, dude. That was a really fast reaction too, man. He's kind of floating up there like a Death Star. I like, this orb I like. The eye orb doesn't make sense. Uh oh. He's always got another trick, don't he? He always has another trick. This son bitch got 17 tricks up his sleeve, man. You only saw the first 16. Tell you, this has been a great cat and mouse. It's been like, what, 3 straight episodes now we've been doing this? It's been a lot of cat and mouse going on here. That's right, she will punch you in the face. Actually, I guess I'm watching the sequence. I don't see any spoilers. I didn't even realize I was watching. I was just kind of caught up in right in the music. I don't see anything I could construe as a spoiler. Interesting. I guess with that one shot, like if you were to freeze frame it and really examine that one shot where there's like 6 of them standing there could be spoilers like who's going to be hanging out, who's going to squat up. I wouldn't want to know that. The rest of this, I'm not really seeing any spoilers, man. It's actually pretty badass. Like for instance, maybe it'd be a spoiler to know the blonde chick, the fangirl's going to come back. Well, we've already saw it. We saw it in like the second episode, so not a spoiler there either. Is this called Heroes Come Back? I might have to get this on my playlist. That's a little bit of a spoiler. Shit, now I wish I hadn't seen that. I don't want to know that if Handboy's in the credits, that means he's going to be around for a long time, right? I thought he might die in the next episode or two. Would he be in the credits if he was going to literally die in the next episode or two? That I don't know. Probably not. That's probably a spoiler. That's a little annoying. But hey, otherwise, I've seen them really spoil like major plot points. That's why I typically don't watch the credits. So if this is the worst it gets, that's not bad. Bitch. It's all part of the plan. I saw some sand come up, right? So I think he did something. He was able to respond in time. That's another trick bag. They like to do the bait and switch, right? You can't trick us. This ain't our first rodeo, man. I saw the sand come up. He blocked it. Well, he's giving up an arm for this job. Is he going to give up a leg? This job cost me an arm and a leg. Okay, that's what I thought. Fire everything. Yep. Hey, man, that's what I was talking about. That ain't trebuchet. I couldn't think of the word for it. I think it's a it's not a ballista. A ballista is multiple. Ballista is like 6 or 8 of those at once, right? There's a word for it. Game of Thrones called it scorpion. That's not what it is. But there's a word for it. It's like a catapult, but it's for large arrows. They're about to get this anti-aircraft fire on his ass. Just took a couple minutes to set up. You should have that shit set up in a couple of rooftops all over the village, right? It's not the same kind of sand. His attack sand's still out there. That's weaker sand that's there, right? What's your eyeball think? Exactly, yeah. That's what he's doing. Yeah. Get these bugs out of my face. Yeah, see, his attack sand's still out there, right? This is a good division of labor. Dude, your hand mouth is disgusting. Stop showing us close ups. That's right. Oh, I see. Interesting. This is pretty damn powerful, man. Yep, I'm 17 steps ahead of you. Get these little paper sand bugs out of my face. Fortunately, I had a second shield inside. Hell yeah. The hell's that shit on top? I mean, obviously eggs, but what else? Dumbass. Being hungry is not a character trait. I'm this way with Thai food. I used to love Thai food. I've been able to afford it in a couple years, right? But like, it's kind of expensive. But it's been like 2 years since I've had it, so I can definitely relate to what he's talking about here. But I got a field promotion. I guess not. Some of that stuff seems to be vegetables. It must be some kind of meat, probably pork. The upper edge, right? Nope. In my rewatch plan, I was going to rewatch the entire first series. I only got through the first episode, but this was in the first episode. I really like this dynamic between these two characters. How dare you criticize me? Why are you complexing? I'm going to kick your ass. Man, you're making your problems our problems. Nobody cares about you being a chuny, and here, we care. Why would the cook care? He's about to knock you out, man. How dare you criticize my food? That's the thing. Uh-oh. I guess you're going to have to buy me a new headband and new clothes. Why aren't you? You can't even become chewing, right? He's a badass. Yeah. That was a field promotion for sure, right? They just need him to protect the village. He worked his ass off, man. That's what he did. Yeah, exactly. Sounds like you've been working. When you're not trying to scam free ramen, you know? Meanwhile, he's leaking sand. That's not good. That means he's lost. He's probably knocked out. There's no way I believe he's dead, but he could definitely be knocked out if he's losing control of the sand. But is this a plan to make you think he's losing control, since you can't see what's happening? Is the eyeball still out there? You've been her minion for 3 years, man. Jesus. This is a good D&D scenario. Let's run this one. No, man, we should have been doing this in the first series. Couple side missions to get it started. Jesus. Yeah, but what if it's a really scary dog? We all got problems, kid. The Cave of Wonders. That's a pretty easy scenario. They love their ranks on this show. They're gonna jump your ass, dude. For real? For real? You're gonna waste this man's eggs? Why is he having sitting out there like that? Dumbass. Huh. Are those? Maybe they're boiled eggs. I guess they are because they were chopped boiled eggs in this ramen, right? That makes sense. You boil them, you put them out there, you're ready to put them in the ramen. This is impossible. I don't believe for a second. They love tricking each other, man. It's all about the mind games on this show. I talked about it in the first series. Dudes be playing mind games like a mofo, man. They're always trying to trick you and each other. I knew you would need me to get to do that. Oh shit. Right. Meanwhile, he's not paying attention to the real threat, right? That was pretty good shit. Nah, I guess he's really messed up. And nah, he can still be playing possum. He has a personal shield, right? His skin. He's about to light your ass up. Look at him. No, I think he's actually messed up. Shit. I thought he was playing possum. Don't be afraid. Come here, little birdie. See, you never know with these sons of bitches, man. They can be playing possum to trick you. It could be a fake clone. You never know, man. You literally never know. That's why I love this show. It keeps me on my toes. Right. Fire the anti-aircraft batteries. F you. Why were we standing here watching for the last 10 minutes when we could have been firing at this sumbitch? That's right. That's right. That's right. I'm into it. I love this kind of shit. Because one of these is going to hit your ass. That's why. Yeah, they got the little bombs on it. If nothing else, you have to pay attention to the fact that you got to avoid them, which means you're not paying attention to Garb. Anything that pulls focus. Anything that pulls focus. That's right. I love the whole anti-aircraft. The bombers are coming over the city. You got the puffs of smoke. All the lights of all the cannons firing. Hey, man, I'm into it. I'm into war movies. What can I say? He's an impatient little old bitch. Pretty fireworks. Look at this impatient bitch made ass. You gave him time to recover. That anti-aircraft fire was crucial, man. He can make fun of it all he wants to. We needed that. That's right. They're gonna light you up. They got a lot of them, man. It's like you need something like this for air defense. I've been saying this all along. They should have already been set up. Put one in each the 4 points of the village, right? One in each corner. The rest of them can be set up as needed. But I'd be ready at all times, man. Now he can drop it. Then just pull up what he needs, right? Hey, finally. Nobody got buried in sand. I go sleepy now. In the middle of the air, right? Look at him. He's tired as hell. You're wasting the bottom of that bowl, dude. It's all about my ego, you know. And that's not a metaphor. We literally snatched his bells. Slow your roll. I only show up at the beginning of every series, so I'll see you at the beginning of Baratu or whatever that shit's called. It's about my ego. It's a good motivating force. This you ever see Clash of Titans the original? Not the horrid ass remake, the original. This reminds me of that owl. Costs you an arm, dude. That's pretty damn hard. You only have two of them. It costs you half of what you have. And it'll probably get some really cool bionic arm. Oh, hey man, the tail's got a, it can snatch you up with this tail. That's pretty cool. The tail is a fist. This guy's cool as hell. Well, shit. So it's still kind of early, so I want to talk about this here before we get too heavy into the various plots and stuff like that. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do, and I had the character wheel for the original series, and those of you who watch the original series can weigh in, and people who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, maybe you can get the gist for what I'm going to say here. It was my way of kind of, in a visual way, with almost like a formula, is a pie chart, essentially. Show how I was feeling about the characters and what I thought that the emphasis, various areas of emphasis were for the various characters. Well, I don't want to do a character wheel again. I want to do something else. I'm not going to do a character corner like I'm doing with One Piece because I don't like to duplicate myself. I don't like to constantly do new things. And in the character corner, it's like basically I'm ranking. It's almost like D&D. You roll for various attributes: strength, stamina, charisma. I was kind of doing that, and I still am kind of doing that for One Piece. Various categories, giving them a number value, right? So I'm not going to do that. One thing I was thinking about was just ranking the characters in various categories. Like, for instance, strength, fighting ability, bravery, charisma, comedy. These, not all these categories, but these are some examples of the kind of categories we could be talking about. I would have maybe 4 or 5 categories, right? And I'd rank the characters in each one of these categories against each other. So the interesting characters, maybe there'd be like 8 characters. Maybe Naruto would be number 1 in this area. He'd be number 4 here. He'd be at the bottom here. And each week, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, I would change the rankings depending on what's going on right now. So maybe I'll do that. Or if you have another idea of something I can do. We're going to kind of do it visually. To have a visual component to it. Like I said, if you're watching any One Piece or if you watch the original Naruto series, you'll know what I'm talking about. So chime in with your ideas or what you think about my idea.